Hello and happy Pie Day. Also happy cocktails and cards. Look at this cutest little thing. Can you see it? Not really, hey? When I put it facing down, I'll bring it in again. It's a little heart glass my daughter just sent me. Yay! It's so cute. With cocktail in it, you can't see it, but when I pop you down, you'll get to see it. So today at 3:14 here on March 14th, 2025, I did a little tiny quick post to give you a challenge because it's Pie Day. And then I was walking afterwards and I thought, oh, I should have done it for 3 minutes and 14 seconds. I should have set a timer because clearly I could have talked a little longer. I did good not going over 3 minutes and 14 seconds, but I could have talked longer, so it would have been exactly 3 minutes and 14 seconds. I would have just had been like, okay, bye, click, no. Anyways, went for a lovely walk, despite it being like, it seemed like it was freezing. So my name's Lori LaRose. I live in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, Canada. And I just finished buying my extension tickets. Last year, I earned the Stampin Up Disney trip, the incentive trip, by working like a fool. I don't work that hard now, but I giggle a lot and we play a lot, and we're going to make some cards tonight with cocktails. I'm going to do a circle theme, so I'll pop you down here in a second. I don't, beyond knowing that it's a circle, that's as far as I know, so but it's cocktails and cards. So bring along a little cocktail, go run and grab. I always say I caveat with drink with care. A lot of the girls just drink water and some of them drink tea, and a lot of them have to go mid-trip because I do end up losing a lot. Hey, big story though. Hi, Jerry. I told you those little critters were out. Where did they go here? These little critters, they're supposed to go on another card, and the other night I put them onto this card, and then yesterday at noon I wanted to put them on another card, and that dang little card, okay, I lost my card I wanted to show you, but more importantly, the little critters, I told you they were playing somewhere, never to fear. They were in the bathroom. They'd gotten a scrub-a-dub-dub with soap and water because the Versamark was the last thing that I used them on. So there it is. Anyways, all right, I'm going to pop you down. That's enough chitter-chatter. You do have time to run and grab a cocktail as I try and figure out what I'm doing. I've got a lot of circles here. So Pie Day. Yay! And since I just did that one, I better do it that way. Okay, down. Oh yeah, good. Look how clean that is. What? Look, you can see desk. I know some of you are like, it's not that clean, Lori. Well, do you know what? I feel like, hang on a second. I think I usually have this way. So my daughter called me today. Hi, Alexina. And she just called me, and I just was doing a live with her, and I did it the vertical way. And then I was coloring, I think it was last night, or yesterday at noon again, or 10. I do a 10 o'clock on Thursdays. And so this is Circle Ideas. We're working with circles. Anyway, so yeah, I just had my thing tilted, and it was definitely tilted different. So your challenge remains for Pie Day. If you have pie, if we have a pie set from some time or another, I have to say, I think the only pie I have, during COVID, they released some digital, like you could print out, so they were not stamps. And it wasn't like an online exclusive idea either. They hadn't even gotten to that point yet. But but yeah, so there was a pie, and I think it was a whole pie. It's the only image of a pie I think I have. Does anybody have, hi Sharon, how are you, hon? Does anybody have a pie set from Stampin' Up? I'm thinking not. Wait, I'm lying. Okay, the coffee set, More Than Coffee. Where's my M's? More than autumn, not more than coffee. I'm lying, look at that. There's a pie right there. Maybe I'll have to bring this guy in. And circles. All right, I'll work with my pie. Pie, it even says pie. How fun is that? All right, so we're going to work with that. The challenge remains for you guys over with Creativity for Everyone. to go ahead and, but that's okay. So you don't have to have a pie. Circles are what pie is all about, really. PI is what we're celebrating. And so bring in a pile of circles and have some fun. When I laid this on this afternoon, I was like, dang, that actually looked kind of pretty. So I might change that around. Yesterday, I was not happy with the way I had put that blue on there, but against that particular one, maybe I'll add some blue and that's going to be pretty. Maybe I'll even finish it. Layering, this was just crazy. I did it all in about 10 seconds. But yeah, so it's kind of cute. There's all sorts of different things you can do with circles and images. Just laying what you want to in here, hey? Okay, so today, okay, so bring in your circles, creativity for everyone, post it over there. Yes, I was cleaning up because I really thought I must have met maximum dirtiness if I was no longer. Look how pretty these are. So these are pie circles. Cut a hole in one of your cards maybe, and then you can just layer another piece underneath there. That's super fun. They can be silly or classically pretty. Who's been sneak peeking stuff from people are down in Raleigh, North Carolina, or over in Brisbane, and there is a Stampin' convention going on there, and they're releasing the new colors. So kind of seems like maybe one of the new colors is going to be a pineapple. It's not called that at all. They're kind of odd names actually, but like tiger tail or tame tiger, or I don't know. Anyways, I was pretty excited about looking at the little banner that the orangey was going to be a rusty orange, but it looks kind of like a tangerine. We had a pineapple several years ago. That's what the yellow kind of looks like with the ribbon. Definitely strawberry slush. So those are that's that family. And then, excuse me, and then really, really pretty blue and a really, really pretty other blue, it seems like. So the two blues, I'm kind of a bit of a blue girl, clearly. So that'll be okay. Okay, so what am I making? This is a good question. And again, update for you. I did already find my two little otters. They were in the bathroom by the sink, having gotten scrubbed, because the last thing I made was a little Versamarked. I copper embossed these guys. I will show you what I'm going to do on here. Actually, this is kind of a fun, hopefully vellum. Vellum might be a technique down the road, but V is a little ways away. Since I have this right here, 200 and 300, so I need, ooh, bronze. Okay, well, these guys are going to be different. So on the back side of vellum, you can color it in, and I won't do it all, but this is why they were in the thing, because after I use spit it out, Lori, go ahead. After I use Versamark, I like to wash my photopolymer for sure with soap and water. And so that's where my little guys were, because I couldn't find them. It was like, honestly, I was like, what? So I got rid of a lot of paper. I actually, as much as the one section over there is really pretty. This is right in my eyeballs. Can you even see what I'm doing? Yeah. Hi, Allie. What am I saying? Spit it out, Laura. Oh, I think I was saying, as much as my room was really, really dirty, messy, I don't know what I was saying, but basically, normally I can usually find something. Okay, what does this look like when you turn it over? Drying just for one more second. And if you put him on, so I'll go over him again one more time. I'd like him to be a little bit darker, but he was some technique that I was doing down the road. Oh, this guy, coloring on the back side. So pretty, hey? Do you know what I honestly was what I was looking for, though? The card that I made yesterday for Oceans was a gel card. I used, oh, and I have to show you because I was just about to take a drink. Look how pretty this is. Look at that cutest little cup. Oh my gosh. So I have a little, we'll pretend it's a martini in there. But isn't that fun? So cute. And it's about 2 ounces. of liquid. My daughter found those, I think, at Winners here in town, and not my town because I'm from a small town, but in her town. And so she brought home some for herself and some for me. Yay! Okay. All right. Okay, so pie day. So did find the little guys that I couldn't find, but I stood that card up. Maybe this is it. No, I have no idea where it is, to be real honest, but I did stand him up and the gel kind of fell. And I thought, well, like a real shaker card, the bottom of a shaker card always does that. I'll show you what I mean. And then it's just like, well, but it is what it is. So since we were working oceans, I really have no idea where that card went. He had to have fallen down somewhere or something. But like a shaker is really fun, and it's all there. All the shaking stuff is super fun. Nice ocean theme for this demonstration. But when you prop him up, I don't know if you can see, but basically everything falls down to the bottom. So I thought, well, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, within the gel pack, although I think maybe I could have used a little tiny bit more liquid and it might have filled up, but I still think it would poach down a little tiny bit. So anyways, the bottom line is a super fun textile card, which I can't re-show right now because I have no idea where it went. Oh, here it is. Why is it over there? That's weird. So this was my little card, and these guys were who I was looking to have on there. So for oceans, we were looking, but when he's up, so I'll show you that. I'll put it aside, and it falls quite quickly. Okay, let's get this guy out. So pie day, I made pie. I have to tell you, supper took a little while tonight because of making the pie. I was busy. I'm going to put whipped cream on here if I can find it. Where's the little tiny whipped cream? Oh, I guess you use the top of this whipped cream. I forget that all the time. Hi, Carolyn. So this is what this does. So if I put more in, I feel like it would just pooch out at the bottom. So would I like it to stay up there? Yes. But just like a real shaker card, it falls down. So, but as soon as you want to move it, you're like, woo. So super fun. All right, so you can watch yesterday's to find out how and why I did that one. It was the ABC techniques. When I just came over here to get the black ink pad, and you know what I use for black ink pad is right here actually. But then I do need to get my white paper. Hello. So I have a huge big stack of white paper right now, because I was cleaning up little piles. And so, there it is. All right. Yeah, super cute. So when Keisha and I first started doing, we were doing ABCs of stamping, not techniques, but just stamping. And then A was like animals, but B was already baby wipes. And so we were like, oh, we got such a nice response for the techniques that Keisha was like, we should do, and then I think we might have been doing chalk next anyways. And she was like, maybe we should try and focus more and always on techniques. And so we changed a couple, but we couldn't come up with an O one. And so the night before when she was like, it's oceans. So this is because it's autumn. This is definitely supposed to be a pumpkin pie, but I'm going to make it a key lime pie because that's what I want it to be. So I also need my key lime. Key lime. And I'm not sure. I don't actually, in fairness, I should check if, and I feel like because there was a lot of, this is actually not, this is parakeet from the time before, but what's this? This is probably Granny Apple. Yeah, I'm just going to see if Lemon Lime Twist is available. So not every single color that we have. Okay, we can buy Lemon Lime Twist. I'm not positive that I've bought Lemon Lime because I thought my parakeet was close enough at the time. I might be wrong about that. If you see me pull some out later in life, you'll be like, but Lori. So this is going to be very key lime, very, very dark pie. It'll be very fun. A little bit of, what do you call this month? A little bit of St. Patrick's as well, but we do not need to have, what do you call it? Wow, that's a big difference between these two, hey? We don't need to have pumpkin pie is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and I need to have quite a light color for some pie crust. But hopefully not too, oh, that'll be nice. I was gonna say not too, do you guys have, when you have key lime pie, do you have it on a graham wafer or on pie dough? So I made a pie, I made handheld pies today. I have a bison farm actually. My husband has bison and we just got our freezer full again, yahoo! And so was busy. We've had beautiful ground bison in our pie with potatoes, diced potatoes, and cabbage. So it's also a kind of a nice little Irish kind of a dealio, and a handheld pie to boot. And then I had a little tiny bit of crust to put inside of a little heart pans that I have. And I made little apple pie, apple tarts, I guess you'd say, and for dessert. And it was really, really good. I'm not a big apple pie maker actually, or else I probably would have made it a little better because I would have known that you can never put too much. So there is a die to cut this out, but I'm being really lazy. And I'm just going to come in here and the die cuts out, I think this part right here. My world is going to cut out this part. You can probably never put too much sugar in your apple pie. I was afraid that I could, so our pie was a little bit bland. I also actually think my pie crust maybe could have used a little bit more salt or a little dash of salt. So it was plenty lovely in the, what am I trying to say? Oh, that looks so good. Nice. It was cinnamony enough, if that makes sense, what I'm saying. But it just needed a little bit of a little kick of something. All right, so there is a little piece of pie. This might be a really short class. There's a pie, here's a circle, ta-da, the card. Ooh, that's bad. You get to see all my veins. Sorry, you guys. I was trying to dig out this, see if that worked. From cutting out all of my circles. So one idea for sure. Oh, see, look though, this is fantastic. Look at the bubbles on top there. It does look like the fish are jumping out, and that's okay. There's flying fish in the world. So if you're just coming on, you're like, why do you keep showing this card? It was interesting to me because the whole time I had it down, I was playing with it. I'm squishing it around. I won't squish it right now, but I'll squish it in a second. The gel card for yesterday's ocean card. And then I set it up. And this is what has happened. But this is fabulous. Super fun. But yeah, this is a super fun interactive card. It's supposed to have design on it. I just haven't, I want to have the two critters, so I have to finish designing it. It did come out fun, hey Jane? I'm quite happy with it actually. Oh, what I was showing you. Tone on Tone. I put some DSP. This is for the pie day, why I'm saying this again though. I put a piece of DSP onto a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock, glued it on, cut it out, and I only glued around the outside. So when I cut it out, I got the 2 pieces of paper. They're separated. So now I have room for, I can make 2 more cards kind of thing, right? So that's kind of fun. You're not wasting anything by having that circle aperture, but that is a very pretty effective way to make the challenge card for pie today. We're working with circles, 3.14 circle idea. About a week ago, I started looking and I thought, oh, there was ideas to do sales and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how to do all of that and get it out to you guys. And I'm lazy. So bottom line is, there it is. Let's just do a challenge instead. So all weekend long, posting over on Creativity for Everyone, things with circles, or find pies and make something. Now that being said, what do I want to do for the rest of this pie? You know, I do love coffee and pie, so maybe I should make a coffee cup as well. And I'm just trying to think what I want to do. You know what I really think I could do is just probably pull in one of the 5,000 cards that I have for a design. I don't know if I use lime very often, though, I have to say. Okay, so the pie, and then I'm going to have to actually cut this. I probably have a couple of him sitting around too, but excuse me. So what is everybody up to for the weekend? Do we have big plans? This, oh, I don't know actually this one, I'm lying. The little card that I made for Christmas time with the car, with I turned it into kind of like an old-fashioned truck. Oh, for goodness sakes, I took off the wrong piece there. It's getting all sorts of views. And yeah, it's fun. So if you need to figure out what is that black ink pad, it is Memento ink. It's fabulous. Now, I think I'm going to make something fun. I like, and again, look at my little drinky. I'm going to have another little drinky poo, even though I'm not losing anything. So just go ahead and have a drink. I should show you. One of my flowers fell off here. I got to just show you this. So Stampin' Up! A couple years ago gave us these beautiful, can you see that? With Stampin' Up! On there. And so, not that you can see, but, no, you can't see. Sorry. I just glanced over. Beautiful. I love stemware. And so I feel really lucky, and I just glanced over. I'm like, oh, so my Ulstramarias are in a lovely Stampin' Up! Champagne glass. Oh, that's Highland Heather. Where's my freesia? There's freesia. So I'm going to make a freesia. I think freesia and lemon lime will go together. Hope so anyways, because that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully. All right. So I went for a walk today, and my dog and me, I guess, enjoyed ourselves. It said it was like -6 Celsius. So I'm from Canada, and but it wasn't windy. And you know, if you dress properly, really, it's not too bad ever. But I was quite late going out, which then made me very late making supper, because I was like, I was hoping it wasn't going to take as long as it does. Supper always takes a little longer than we think, I think. Not always, but mostly, right? We're thinking, we're so optimistic. This will just take a few minutes, and then it's like chopping and chopping, especially dicing all the potatoes today. Dicing does take a little bit of time, eh? So with the blends, I like to color the dark and then bring in the light over top of it. I think everybody has slightly different ideas, but it adds a little bit of something to that. And then I'm going to actually use Berry Burst, dark Berry Burst. Let's see how dark it is. Oh, it's pretty dark. let's see if I can find the light berry burst. So my mom was over the other day and we were talking, or I was over at her house actually. I'm really lucky. My mom lives just about 100 meters away from me. I live on a farm and I grew up on this farm actually. Went away for, is this another dark? No, these two, I can't see the difference. I think this is one of the ones. For as different as those two were, these two are just about exactly the same color. So I grew up in this town, went away for 20 years kind of thing, 20, 25 years, and came back and raised our daughters here. And mom lives just across the way. And so anyways, I was over at her house and now I forget what I was going to tell you. Oh, she was telling me about a book. And I didn't realize she was like basically done it. And she was like, it's so good. Do you want to read it? And I was like, well, aren't you still reading it? And she's like, no, like I'm done. And I was like, oh. So these two colors, light and dark in this case, there's no different. And then those two were so close together. But let's try, I would like to have a little tiny bit of shadowing. There, a little tiny bit. Okay, so berry burst in that. And then I'm going to bring in maybe some white over top of that to write something Pie Day. This, I'm going to put a little tiny bit of Winca Stella, and that'll be kind of pretty. You could put some sprinkles or something. I don't know if you need to watch and not go over the black. Might not be a bad idea. I don't squeeze this pen. It just seems to magically keep coming out nicely. So after the initial squeeze to get it through, I don't end up... when you buy your very first one, you have to unscrew it. There's a little black thing there. And then thereafter, you throw the little black thing away, and that's the end of that. And I don't know that I've ever squished again, but I'm not sure. That looks kind of nice, hey? All right, so I am going to cheat and just cut this out as well. I do have the dies for this. I think you guys just saw that. But so I don't, can you see all my dicing of my my potatoes? I diced right through my fingernail. Yikes. But it not off, so don't worry. Fear not. It was not lost in the food preparation. Nobody was choking on fingernails. Ugh. It just, I had to cut it. It was like the sharp little side. I was grateful though that as much as I'm not happy about it, at least it didn't go down into the quick at all. So it's just sad crankiness. I'm kind of lazy. I call it lazy that when things are really straight edge like this, I like to, it's just as easy and it's pretty much faster. So also this way, I can leave a little tiny bit at the top to glue my whipped cream on as well. But it's straight lines. So like that's way faster than walking around to the other side of the desk and doing whatever. So and like I say, I can have that little guy. Now that being said, I'm going to cut this a little closer. Get off. Did you make for dinner? It was a pie. It's called a handheld, and it's kind of like a little Irish pie, I think, because of the cabbage that goes into the meat preparation. So it was, I didn't have Worcestershire, so I looked up what is the alternative for Worcestershire sauce, however you actually say that word, I don't know. The last one I had was like way old. I think I threw out about that much of it because I just thought, okay, I think this is from like 2002. I think it's time to throw it away. So I did. I have that fun little one. Oh, you know what? I can bring in a little bit of these. I should have done this a blue. Then I could have had, look how fun this is. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this so I don't have to keep finding it. So I have a little steak spice from my Epicure from 100 years ago. And I used some of it because it's got kind of a tangy flavor. And they said soy sauce and a little red wine. And so I was really mashing it up, I have to say, for flavor. I threw in an onion, even though that wasn't called for. And went from there. Okay, so I have a little bit of color on here, but I feel like I've got, look at all these. So I've got this container full of circles and stuff. So I'm going to see if I will have circles that'll work. There are really big circles in here. And some of these, I love these deckled. So they're retired now, but I do love me a deckled. I don't think this is going to work. I think it's going to be weird. Well, it's not as weird as I think, actually. I can't use these today because it's too much of the same color. I think that's two. So that being said, I might like a bigger circle. And then a smaller circle of a different color from a different mother. What's this one? I really don't have an idea of what I'm making for this card. That's not really working for me. But if I add some ink around that, it might work. So working with circles for pie. What's this? This is the color of the weeks, isn't it? Still, Keisha? Now that I see your name, these won't go with that though, will it? No. Those go beautiful together though. Look how pretty that is. That's nice. So I'm asking you guys to think about working with, this might still look good. Is that the same size? These guys do look good on there, right? Better than on the blue. Put that over there. Circle. The people are like, okay, Lori, we're out of here. We'll see what you do in the end. I know. Actually, maybe this pretty guy will work pretty. Actually, that might work out kind of nice. Got some color. And it's fun. Oh, that looks good. Okay. If you just persevere with things, I'm going to bring in just a little tiny bit of blue there because I want to. And I can do whatever I want to. So there. I'm going to bring in Azure Afternoon. So Monday, you'll see even more stuff coming out about what is coming down the pipes as far as new products coming out. Oh, I did see a really, really cool label. There's also a whole party thing going on with really big alphabets. And so that'll be kind of fun. And, but this one is like these cool tags and really, really pretty words on it. So I'm kind of excited. Okay, so I'm going to use, okay, that is too two-tone for me. Too two-toned. So that was, I feel like that was Berry Burst. So I'm going to actually use some Berry Burst right over top of the blue. That'll just be a richer color. So those are good colors to join. Sometimes when you're thinking of inking, you just need to be a little aware of how is it going to combine. You'll hear me say different times if I've got, like this is just rich. This is pretty. If I've got some things going on, I have to say this was kind of accidental in a way when I was doing textures for Tuesday Textures, and this was laying around and I was like, oh, I'm going to try it, but I really kind of love the little circles. So give it a try, you guys. You might like it too. Okay, so that's pretty. There. I like it. Which way do I like it? I really, really like that smudge. So I'm trying to see how can I have that smudge. Which way is best to have that smudge the best? There. That's fun. Okay. So now some words. It's pie day. Did I finish telling you what I made? And anyways, and then you roll out your pie crust really thin and put a whole bunch of food in it, pack it down and close it so it's a little half circle kind of thing. and bake it for, well, it baked forever. Obviously I made them really large. And so they took about 20 to 25 minutes to cook. They were hard as rock, I have to say. The pastry was good, but I don't think it was as good as, well, I know for a fact it wasn't as good as what my daughter makes, so that's okay. All right, now I have a dream, a song to sing. Can we put this on? No. I do love these new skies. That's not going to work. Okay. What do I want to put this on is my question. So have a little drink while I figure out. Pie Day. I feel like I should have a whole bunch of circles. For this crazy Pie Day. Do we have... I don't even know what color I want to put this on. Just put away a whole bunch of things here. I'm just over here finding some pretty stuff. I'm just over here. I'll be right back. Do you guys ever do this? Like, it's like, okay, I really like, that might look okay. I'll have to check, but that looks okay, except, wait a minute, I don't ever want to use that side. That's a good side. Sometimes I really don't like using side A of, no, I don't like using the side B of a side A. You know what I'm trying to say? All right. That razzleberry is now throwing me off, isn't it? Razzleberry. Berry burst is called, not razzleberry. Pardon me. How big is this? Perfect. 5, 5 1/4, 4. And I think just on a nice piece of white might work here. Do I have card base? I do. All right, here we go. Oh, wait 1 second. Nope. Here we don't go. Here we go, loop de loop. Here's one. I was just saying to Betty, if you fold, look at that. So I've scored it totally properly, but it's not going to work unless I work it right on our scores. On burnishing the score lines. Sometimes we have to coax it into the way we want it to be. I did also find my bone folder. This is the opposite of Friday night game night. This is for every time Lori knows where something is because she put it away an hour ago. Have a drink. Have a celebration. All right. I brought this in. Berry burst. Lighter berry burst. Okay. And now we need a stripe. And then this has friends. I don't think this needs to probably be in the green. I have a happy birthday, which kind of looks like a happy birthday thing, but that is really not pretty. I have some greenery here, which is sort of random and weird. A bow is always handy. And then some words. What do we want to say about today? You guys seem to be quiet. I really, really would like to have some flowers in here. Leaves are random, but flowers are always fun. I don't know. That's kind of fun. I have to say, in full truth, I'm going to come back in with a totally different, I'll use this cup on something else, but I'll come in with a different color cup. And then I think this will be, it'll be more pulled together. What is this guy? I don't think he's going to look good. I happen to have this guy. Oh, you know what? That's not bad. I think that's a little better, right? And then that's kind of nice. And then some words. You had me at pie. You had me at pie. Actually, that's just about it. What is this? Today is all about you. No. We go together like rum, 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 rum. Love you more than pie. That might work for today. I love you more than pie. I don't know if there's from one of the chemistry sets or something. Maybe there'd be something about equations, and you could have something cool about equations. Or just a little note to say hello. Just a little note to say hello. That'd be cute. I'm going to say that. Just a little note. Oh my gosh. I have a stamp. I have a stamp set put away that's missing a stamp. What? Okay. And I want this in... I think I'm going to stamp it in black, actually. Hi, Caroline. Carolyn, actually. Sorry, darling. And do I have a very small circle here? I think so. Oh, I do. Too small. I have a very, very small circle because it's all about pies. Ooh. One thing about a circle with how big the saying is, it's going to be not enough room unless I have a whole second circle here and then another circle just to have a ton of circles. You could just have a gazillion circles in this game for no good reason. Guess you're like, what are you doing now? Just putting a lot of circles in here. Let's see what this looks like. Just a little note. I don't want it to be on a ledge. Hold on a second. Put it down low here. That's cute. We got a lot of circles going on now all of a sudden. What do you think of that, you guys? I kind of like it. All right, we went from crazy to crazier. There it is, missies. I think I might be okay with that one. The leaves on my flowers are actually, I feel like they might be lagoon. So then whether this is lagoon or I feel like it might be whatever this is, peacock, and then pulling in the lime pie. I think actually the latte is working. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Da, 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 da. Sort of silly. So I threw in a couple extra circles just because it is 3.14 day. All right, gals, I'm going to let you go. I don't have any idea what time it is, but I probably farted around enough that you guys are like, yeah, see you later, alligator. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're not finished your cocktail, I apologize. There's my little pretty one. My daughter, so sweet. You're probably thinking, she's tipped back way too much. But there we go. All right. I will let you guys go. And I will talk with you Monday live at 8. It'll be great. And I will see you then. Take care. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye-bye.